Any advice for anybody if they're doing this themselves?
Don't touch it as soon as you're done. It's hot.
Did we learn that?
Yes.
Yeah, we messed up. I'm sure you guys probably seen first day of East 10 Pro-Am Series. Ended up getting into a little bit of contact and practice. Messed some stuff up, whatever. But we're taking it as a learning opportunity. And I'm gonna show you what we've learned. Wasn't that bad of a hit on camera. You know, it didn't look that bad or whatever, but it actually did substantial damage that you would never know until you start taking it apart. Let me show you what we found. So, this is what we saw. This is what we thought the whole problem was. Bent tie rod bolt, right? Seems simple enough. Well, instead of trying to do cutting this bolt off and all of that, we was like, you know what? We'll just swap out the whole spindle adapter. So we did. Put the car back together. Car's got all kinds of camber. We're like, okay, what's going on? Get to looking at it and we notice the spindle, right? Now, I show you the spindle. The spindle looks A-okay. First glance, you're like, this spindle looks absolutely fine. But if you notice, there's some powder coat missing. Something that we didn't notice until we actually stood back and looked at it was that this spindle is absolutely trashed. You ask yourself, well, it doesn't look that bad. It's that bad. It's bent that bad. And you know what? Luckily, I had a spare spindle. I had a spare set of spindles, I should say, that came off a slightly front-end damaged car. Luckily, the one I had for this side was fine. Bolted it on, was able to get back on track. We did bend the coil over as well, but that's for another day, right? We're ordering a new one. We're gonna have that fixed. Well, I got to inspecting the other spare that I had, and guess what? It's also bent. I'm like, okay. I'm like, hold on here. These seem to bend really easily. Let me go to the junkyard, get another set, and inspect all the ones that are there. If you see an S197 that the front end is wrecked on whatsoever, and took wheel, damage to the wheel, I almost guarantee you it's got a bent spindle. And if you've ever hit your wheel with a stock spindle, I would argue that you probably have a bent spindle and don't even realize it. Now, I come from SN95s. SN95s, your coilover mount is down here, more on the main body of the spindle. Whereas on the S197, this top mount sticks almost 3 inches above the spindle, right? And there's nothing holding it there. Look at how little of meat Ford put on there. I mean, it's less than ½ inch thick right through here. So after this, got to talking and was like, you know what? I'm going to find a solution for this because I can't keep bending spindles anytime we have wheel-to-wheel contact. Granted, the wheel-to-wheel contact didn't look that bad on camera, yes. But the way it happened with my wheel at full lock and his bash bar coming in and hitting the wheel itself and shoving the top of the wheel over, that did this. There was much more force there than what I thought. Now I understand why the steering wheel didn't get jerked out of my hands like I thought, because the coilover and the spindle took the brunt of it. Now you say, well, if you make the spindle strong, something else is going to bend. Well, clearly this bent and the coilover bent. That's two components that failed. If it's going to bend the coilover, I at least want the spindle straight. So that's my logic. I'm going to show you what we came up with. So here's another set of used spindles. I was talking to my buddy Tom and I was like, hey, here's my idea. Here's what's happening. Do you think we can come up with a way to do this? And I started rattling off stuff and he said, hey, no problem. He said, let me do this. I'll hit you right back. 10 minutes later, he hit me back with this. And I'm like, okay, explain. So this is going to go here like so. Right? And then this will go here like this. Now I'll see if I can't hold this up here with one hand. This may be a little tricky. With these two pieces done like this, you can see that's a lot more material. And luckily with the S197, there's plenty of room. Doesn't get in the way of the brake caliper, brake rotor, coilover, or anything. So me and Corey, we're gonna clean these up and weld these on and see if this solution isn't exactly that. That way we can quit bending this flimsy little ear on these spindles. I'm just a rambling man.
Fuck her right in the pussy.
I got a sliver in my finger.
So let's clean these bad boys up, get some heat in these. Let's weld these bad boys on. What are you giving it?
That good penetration.
The penetration? Give it the penetration, Corey.
Okay.
All right. Tied in. Nice. Nice. All right, Corey. Any advice for anybody if they're doing this themselves?
Don't touch it as soon as you're done. It's hot.
Did we learn that?
Yes. Super simple, pretty straightforward. I just put a good bevel on it. Make sure you get good penetration.
Keep the wire speed slow.
Oh yeah, nice
and hot. Let it burn in. Good shit.
Oh yeah.
Now we'll get these over to Shane, get them cleaned up, get them disassembled, powder coated on the car with a new set of coilovers, and we should be good. So now we have our spindles all gusseted up and everything and welded. So we're going to get our new coilover out of the box and install them on the car. Make sure that everything fits the way we think it should and all that good stuff. I'm sure it will. So let's get this box open and look at our new goodies. Do you know how to use a razor knife? Now we'll pull out the passenger side one for this, load my springs onto this because I just ordered a stock set that they had in stock. That way, because you know time was of the essence here, so I'm just gonna load the new coilover with my old setup. That way we've got it and we're good to go. So, all right, let's get this wheel off here and start taking her apart. So we got the coilover off. This is the coilover that we took off, laying next to the new one. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but I think that one over here on that side's bent.
It's so bent.
Look at that.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Lucky they're still sealed and didn't shoot all the fucking shit out of it.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's bent, is what it is. Now I gotta...
Think about it. We have spare parts. Like, we got a spare bottom now. We got a spare top. We got a spare spring. Well, actually, we're gonna use that spring, aren't we?
Gotta use that spring.
Yeah. We got a spare adjustment knob, dude.
Yeah, so now I'll just swap the springs, set my preload, set my rad height, put it back on with the new spindles, and we'll be good to go, right?
That's what we hope.
Until next time.
Until we measure the strut tower.
The strut tower is fine.
That's what I said too. Tom told me it was 8 millimeters off.
Now that we have both spindles off, both good spindles, you can really see the difference here. I mean, you can see nothing here versus all of this on that one. I mean, there's a lot more material there now. So this little finger shouldn't bend anymore. Let's get this bad boy back on the car. All right, there we have it. New spindles on. Not in the way of anything. Adds a lot more structure right there. Very happy about that. Yeah. So here's a good like front on view so you can really see how much material there actually is. So if you look at that spindle there between the rotor and the coilover, that's a lot more material. Should be a lot more beefy. So now let's get that one on this side. Shouldn't bend these anymore. We'll see. That's the point of R&D, right? So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. Would you all want these as an option to reinforce your own spindles? If so, I mean, we could probably throw them on the website or something. It was super simple to do, as you've seen in the video. I don't know, these things would be pretty cheap if y'all wanted to do it. If you do, drop it in the comments below. Let me know.